Have you ever looked at someone truly successful, someone who seems to have it all, and wondered, what's their secret? What's that one thing, that X factor that separates them from everyone else? We see the awards, we see the fame, we see the highlight reel of their life, but we don't see the engine, the quiet, consistent, powerful engine that drives them forward. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most successful, most respected actors of our time, a man of immense talent, dignity, and grace, Denzel Washington. And we're going to talk about his secret. It's not some complex formula. It's not a ruthless business tactic. It's something so simple, so profound, that most of us overlook it every single day. Ever wondered what Denzel Washington's secret to success is? He credits it to a simple yet powerful practice: daily gratitude. So I ask you to stay with me, not just to listen, but to feel. Join us as we delve into his perspective and learn how this one simple act, this one shift in your heart, can absolutely, completely, and utterly transform your life. At the end of the day, it's not about what you have or even what you've accomplished. It's about what you've done with those accomplishments. It's about who you've lifted up, who you've made better. It's about what you've given back. And what is that if not a life rooted in gratitude? A life that understands that everything you receive is a gift. And the best way to show your appreciation for that gift is to share it. We know Denzel Washington. We've seen him command the screen in movies like Training Day, Malcolm X, Fences, The Equalizer. We've seen the 2 Academy Awards, the Golden Globes, the Tony Award. His career is a masterclass in excellence, a testament to dedication and raw, undeniable talent. He's a giant in his field. But beyond the accolades, beyond the box office numbers, Denzel Washington has cultivated a reputation as a profound role model, a man of deep faith and wisdom. He speaks and people listen. Not just because he's a celebrity, but because his words carry weight, they carry truth. And the cornerstone of his truth, the foundation upon which he has built his life, his career, and his legacy, is gratitude. In a world that constantly tells you that you're not enough, that you need more money, more followers, more things, gratitude is a revolutionary act. It's the radical acceptance that what you have right here, right now, is enough. It's the anchor that keeps you grounded in a sea of relentless ambition and comparison. It is the quiet whisper in your soul that says, thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for the challenges that make me stronger. Thank you for the blessings I almost missed. This isn't just about personal growth, my friends. This is about the very essence of success. A success that isn't just measured in wealth or fame, but in peace, in joy, in a life truly lived. So, let's talk about power. Not the power that shouts, but the power that heals. The transformative power of gratitude. This isn't just feel-good philosophy. This is science. It's real. It's tangible. Researchers, scientists, psychologists, they've all been studying this for years, and the evidence is overwhelming. When you practice gratitude, you are literally rewiring your brain. You are changing your body's chemistry. Studies from institutions like Harvard and UC Berkeley have shown that a consistent gratitude practice can increase your happiness levels by as much as 25%. Think about that. A quarter of your happiness just waiting to be unlocked by a simple thank you. It reduces stress. Oh, does it ever reduce stress? Gratitude actively combats cortisol, the stress hormone. When you're in a state of appreciation, your body calms down, your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops. It's like a natural tranquilizer for the anxious soul. In a world riddled with anxiety, with pressure, with the constant feeling of being overwhelmed, gratitude is your sanctuary. It's your shield. It's the deep breath you've been desperately needing to take. And sleep? How many of you toss and turn at night, your mind racing with worries, with to-do lists, with the ghosts of yesterday and the fears of tomorrow? Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude, who take just a few minutes before bed to write down what they're thankful for, they sleep better, they sleep longer, they fall asleep faster. Why? Because you're not marinating in your problems, you're marinating in your blessings. You're changing the channel of your mind from the horror movie of your anxieties to the beautiful, heartwarming documentary of your life. This isn't just data on a page. This is the story of real lives. This is the story of Denzel's life. He doesn't just preach this stuff, he lives it. He speaks often about his morning routine. Before his feet even hit the floor, he starts with thanks. I get on my knees and I give thanks, he says. He thanks God for grace, for mercy, for understanding. He starts his day not by checking his phone, not by rushing into the chaos, but by grounding himself in appreciation. He tells a story about his early days as an actor, struggling, uncertain, full of doubt. He was at his mother's beauty parlor, and a woman there, a customer, saw something in him. She wrote a prophecy on a piece of paper. You will travel the world and speak to millions of people. He kept that piece of paper. He held on to it. Through the rejections, through the hard times, he was grateful for that glimmer of hope. He was grateful for that woman who saw a future for him that he couldn't yet see for himself. That gratitude didn't just make him feel good, it fueled him. It became the bedrock of his resilience. Think about the connection here. Gratitude, positive emotions, resilience, well-being, they are not separate things. They are a beautiful, interconnected chain. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you are actively choosing to cultivate positive emotions. You're watering the flowers in your garden instead of the weeds. And when your garden is full of flowers, when your mind is filled with joy, with love, with appreciation, you become stronger, you become more resilient. Resilience isn't about never falling down, it's about how you get back up. And gratitude is the hand that pulls you to your feet. When you face a setback, a failure, a heartbreak, and you will, because that is part of life. A grateful heart doesn't say, why me? A grateful heart says, what can I learn from this? What is the gift in this struggle? I am thankful for the strength I am building right now. I am thankful for the lesson this pain is teaching me. I am thankful that I am still here, still breathing, still fighting. It's a paradigm shift. It changes everything. It transforms your wounds into wisdom, your scars into symbols of your strength. Denzel talks about his faith constantly. He says, everything I have is by the grace of God. I claim it, I got it. That is a statement of profound gratitude. It's an acknowledgement that his talent, his opportunities, his very life are gifts. And when you see your life as a gift, you treat it differently. You don't take it for granted. You cherish it. You honor it. You use it for good. This isn't about religion necessarily. It's about a spiritual posture. It's about recognizing that you are part of something bigger than yourself. It's about humility. And in that humility, you find incredible power. The power to weather any storm. The power to find light in the darkest of nights. The power to look in the mirror and not see a collection of flaws and failures, but a masterpiece in progress. A life full of potential and purpose. A life for which you are deeply, profoundly grateful. This isn't a passive feeling. It's an active choice. It's a muscle you have to build. And like any muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. So how do we do it? How do we move from just understanding this idea to actually living it? How do we cultivate a daily gratitude practice that sticks, that becomes as natural as breathing? First, and this is the one you hear about most often because it works, you get a journal, a gratitude journal. It doesn't have to be a fancy leather-bound book. It can be a simple notebook from the dollar store. It can be the notes app on your phone. The tool doesn't matter. The practice does. Every single day, either in the morning when you wake up or at night before you go to sleep, you write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for. And here's the key. You have to be specific. Don't just write, I'm grateful for my family, number dig deeper. I'm grateful for the way my daughter's eyes light up when she tells me about her day. I'm grateful for the sound of my partner's laughter, the one that's so loud it fills the whole room. I'm grateful for the text message my friend sent me this morning just to say they were thinking of me. See the difference? One is a general statement. The other is a vivid memory. It's an experience. When you get specific, you're not just writing a list. You are reliving the moment of goodness. You are summoning the emotion of that moment back into your present reality. You are bathing your brain in the neurochemistry of joy. It's a simple act that takes maybe 5 minutes, but its effects ripple throughout your entire day, your entire week, your entire life. Second, you must express your appreciation to others. Gratitude that is kept to yourself is like a gift that is never given. It's nice, but it hasn't reached its full potential. The real magic happens when you let it out. When was the last time you told someone what they truly mean to you? Not just a quick thanks, but a real, heartfelt expression of appreciation. Call your parents and thank them not just for what they did, but for who they are. Write a letter to an old teacher who made a difference in your life. Tell your partner, your friend, your child, your coworker exactly how they've made your life better. Watch what happens. Watch their face. You are not just giving them a gift, you are creating a moment of pure human connection. You are strengthening your relationships in the most beautiful way possible. Denzel often speaks about the people who helped him along the way. His mentor, Sidney Poitier, his acting coach, his mother. He doesn't just remember them silently, he honors them publicly. He uses his platform to express his gratitude, to lift them up. In doing so, he not only pays tribute to them, but he reminds us all of the power of acknowledging the good in others. It creates a ripple effect. Your gratitude inspires them, and their reaction inspires you. It's an upward spiral of positivity, and it all starts with you having the courage to say, I see the good in you, and I am thankful for it. Third, you have to practice mindfulness. What does that even mean? It just means paying attention on purpose in the present moment without judgment. We live our lives on autopilot. We rush from one task to the next, our minds constantly chattering, worrying, planning. We're so busy trying to get to the next moment that we completely miss the beauty of the one we're in right now. Gratitude lives in the present moment. It's about finding joy in the small things, the everyday miracles we so often overlook. It's the warmth of the sun on your skin on a cold day. That's a moment of gratitude. It's the taste of your morning coffee, that first perfect sip. That's a moment of gratitude. It's the song that comes on the radio that makes you want to dance in your seat. That's a moment of gratitude. It's the smile of a stranger you pass on the street. It's the incredible, complex, miraculous fact that your heart is beating, your lungs are breathing, and you are alive on this planet for a finite, precious amount of time. To cultivate this, you can try something called the gratitude walk. Go outside, and for 10 minutes, your only job is to notice things that you're grateful for. The intricate pattern on a leaf, the way the light filters through the trees, the sound of children playing in the distance, the feeling of the solid ground beneath your feet. You are training your brain to seek out the positive. You are shifting your focus from what's wrong with the world to what is breathtakingly, miraculously right with it. You start to see that your life isn't a series of problems to be solved. It's a series of moments to be cherished. And in those moments, you find peace, you find joy, you find yourself. This isn't about pretending life is perfect. It's not about toxic positivity. It's about finding the balance. It's about acknowledging the pain, the struggle, the hardship, but not letting it be the whole story. It's about holding the darkness in one hand and the light in the other and saying, I am grateful for both, because both are part of the human experience. Both are teachers. Both are shaping you into the person you are meant to become. Let's talk more about success, because I know that's why many of you are here. You want to achieve. You want to build something meaningful. You want to leave your mark on the world. And you might be thinking, okay, gratitude is nice. It makes me feel good. But how does it help me win? That's a fair question. And the answer is, gratitude is not a distraction from your goals. It is the fuel for your goals. It is your ultimate competitive advantage. Think about performance. How do you perform at your best, whether you're an actor, an athlete, an entrepreneur, or a parent? You perform at your best when you are focused, confident, and energized. Gratitude delivers all three. When you are grateful, you are less distracted by envy and comparison. You're not wasting precious mental energy worrying about what someone else has or what they're doing. You are focused on your path, your journey, your gifts, You are running your own race. Denzel Washington didn't become Denzel Washington by trying to be Robert De Niro or Al Pacino. He became Denzel Washington by being the best possible version of himself. Gratitude keeps you centered in your own authenticity. It quiets the noise of the world so you can hear the voice of your own intuition. It also boosts your creativity. How? Because creativity thrives in a state of abundance, not a state of lack. When you feel like you don't have enough time, enough resources, enough talent, your mind constricts. It goes into survival mode. But when you operate from a place of gratitude, from a belief that you already have everything you need, your mind opens up. You see possibilities where you once saw problems. You connect ideas in new and innovative ways. You're not afraid to take risks, to try something new, because your self-worth isn't tied to the outcome. Your self-worth is rooted in the unshakable knowledge that you are enough, right here, right now. A grateful mind is a creative mind. It's a mind that is open, curious, and ready to receive the next great idea. And then there's resilience. We touched on it before, but let's bring it right into the heart of your career, your ambitions. In any field, you will face rejection. You will face criticism. You will have doors slammed in your face. You will fail. It's not a matter of if, but when. Gratitude is what makes you unbreakable. Denzel tells the story of auditioning for a Broadway play. He got a call back, then another, then another. He was sure he had the part, and then he didn't get it. He was devastated, but he had a choice. He could let that rejection define him, let it fill him with bitterness and doubt, or he could be grateful for the experience, grateful for getting so close, grateful for the lesson in humility, grateful for the fire it lit within him to work even harder. He chose gratitude, and that choice, that resilience, is why he is who he is today. Gratitude allows you to see failure not as a verdict, but as a stepping stone. It's just feedback. It's the universe saying, not this way, try another. It detaches your ego from the event. It's not you who failed, it's the attempt that failed. And because you are grateful for the opportunity to even try, you have the strength to get up and try again and again and again. The person who is most grateful for the process is the person who can outlast everyone else. They're not just powered by the desire for the prize at the end, they are powered by the joy of the journey itself. And what about the people around you? Success is never a solo act. It's a team sport. Your success is inextricably linked to the quality of your relationships, and gratitude is the superglue of human connection. When you are a grateful person, people want to be around you. You radiate a positive energy that is magnetic. You make people feel seen, valued, and appreciated. Who wouldn't want to work with someone like that? Who wouldn't want to help someone like that? Gratitude builds bridges. It doesn't burn them. It fosters loyalty. It creates a culture of mutual respect and support. Think about it in your own life. Who are you more likely to go the extra mile for? The boss who only points out your mistakes, or the one who consistently thanks you for your hard work? The partner who takes you for granted, or the one who tells you every day how much they appreciate you? The answer is obvious. Gratitude is a catalyst for collaboration and goodwill. It turns colleagues into allies and contacts into genuine friends. It builds a network of people who are not just connected to you, but who are cheering for you, who are invested in your success because you have invested in them through your appreciation. Furthermore, gratitude fosters a profound sense of purpose. When you are thankful for your gifts, you feel a responsibility to use them. It's not just about you anymore. It's about how you can use what you have to serve others. Denzel Washington is a successful actor, yes, but his purpose is bigger than that. He sees his platform as a gift, and he uses it to inspire, to educate, to give back. He's a national spokesperson for the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, the same organization that helped him as a child. That's gratitude in action. It's coming full circle. It's using the fruits of your success to plant seeds for the next generation. When your goals are connected to a purpose that is bigger than your own ego, you become unstoppable, because you're not just working for a paycheck or for applause, you're working for a cause. And that sense of purpose will carry you through the days when your motivation wanes, when the obstacles seem insurmountable. Gratitude reveals your purpose. It shows you the intersection between your greatest gifts and the world's greatest needs. And when you find that spot, that is where you will find a success so deep and so meaningful, it will pale in comparison to any award or any amount of money. It's crucial to understand this. Gratitude is not about ignoring challenges. It is not about putting on a happy face while your world is falling apart. That is denial. Gratitude is about finding appreciation, AMIST, the difficulties. It's the ability to stand in the middle of a raging storm, feel the wind and the rain on your face, and still be thankful for the solid ground beneath your feet. It's the courage to acknowledge the pain, but also to notice the single beautiful wildflower growing in the crack of the pavement. Life is a duality. It is joy and sorrow. It is success and failure. It is light and darkness. A truly grateful person does not try to escape this reality. They embrace it. They are thankful for the whole, messy, complicated, beautiful tapestry of life. They understand that the difficult times are often our greatest teachers. The pressure is what turns a lump of coal into a diamond. So be grateful for the pressure. Be grateful for the challenges that are polishing you, strengthening you, and preparing you for the incredible destiny that awaits you. So now we must ask ourselves, how do we want to live? But let's be honest with each other. It's easy to feel motivated right now listening to this. It's easy to say, yes, I will be more grateful. But what happens tomorrow morning? When the alarm goes off too early, when the coffee spills, when the first email you read is a complaint, what happens then? What happens when the initial fire of motivation cools and all you're left with is the cold, hard reality of your daily habits? This is where the real work begins. This is where gratitude transforms from a nice idea into a defining characteristic. It's the difference between visiting the gym once and becoming an athlete. We have to go deeper. We have to build the anatomy of a truly grateful heart. Let's start with the things we don't see. The invisible architecture of miracles that holds our lives together. Right now, you are breathing. Are you grateful for the air? The perfect, miraculous mixture of oxygen and nitrogen that fuels every cell in your body. Do you ever stop to think about the billions of years of cosmic events, of planetary formation, of biological evolution that had to occur for this one simple breath to be possible? Be grateful for that. When you flip a switch, the light comes on. Are you grateful? Not just for the light, but for the mind of Thomas Edison, for the courage of Nikola Tesla, for the thousands of engineers and linemen and workers who built and maintained the power grid that brings that light to you. They are all part of your story. Be grateful for them. You turn on a tap and clean water flows out, a miracle that billions of people on this planet pray for. Are you grateful? For the rain, for the rivers, for the reservoirs, for the sanitation workers, for the complex system that delivers life itself right into your home. Gratitude for the unseen trains your mind to see the interconnectedness of everything. It dissolves the illusion that you are alone. You are supported by a vast, intricate web of human effort, of natural systems, of historical sacrifice. To feel this, to truly feel this, is to walk through the world in a constant state of awe. And what about the vessel that carries you through this life? Your body. Oh, the wars we wage against our own bodies. We criticize them, we shame them, we starve them, we punish them. We focus on every flaw, every wrinkle, every pound we think is out of place. What if you declared a truce? What if you started a love affair with your own body right now as it is? Be grateful for your feet, for carrying you thousands upon thousands of miles. Be grateful for your hands that allow you to build, to create, to hold the hand of someone you love. Be grateful for your eyes, these incredible orbs that can perceive a universe of color and light, that can see the face of a loved one and witness a sunset. Be grateful for your ears that can hear music that stirs your soul and the comforting voice of a friend. Be grateful for your heart, this relentless, faithful muscle that has been beating for you every second of every day since before you were even born, never asking for a single thing in return. Even its imperfections, be grateful for them. The scars are stories of survival. The wrinkles are maps of your laughter and your tears. The aches are reminders that you have lived, that you have used this body to experience the world. To shift from criticism to gratitude for your own physical form is one of the most profound acts of self-love you can ever perform. It is to finally come home to yourself. Now, let's go to the most difficult place of all, the gauntlet, the fire. Can you find gratitude there? Can you stand in the wreckage of your own life, surrounded by your mistakes and your failures, and still find something to be thankful for? This is the master level. Can you be grateful for your rivals, for your critics, for the people who misunderstand you, who challenge you, who actively work against you? It sounds insane, doesn't it? But think of it this way. A sword is not sharpened on a soft cloth. It is sharpened on a hard, abrasive whetstone. Your rivals, your critics, they are the whetstone for your soul. They reveal your weaknesses. They force you to be better, stronger, smarter. They push you past your own perceived limits. Denzel Washington has competed for roles against the greatest actors of his generation. Do you think he resents them, or do you think he is grateful for the high bar they set, for the excellence they demanded of him? Be grateful for the whetstone. It is making you magnificent. Can you be grateful for your past mistakes? All of them. The terrible decisions, the embarrassing moments, the times you hurt others, the times you hurt yourself. We carry these moments like heavy stones in a backpack, and they weigh us down. Gratitude gives you the power to set them down, not by forgetting them, but by reframing them. Every mistake was a lesson. Every failure was a teacher. You paid the price for that knowledge. Don't let it go to waste. Be grateful for the tuition you paid in the school of life. Those mistakes are the reason you are wiser today. They are the reason you are more compassionate, more humble, more human. They are not your shame, they are your credentials. And what about the no, the closed door, the rejection letter, the unanswered prayer? That Broadway play Denzel didn't get? Can you imagine the pain of that? The feeling of being so close to your dream only to have it snatched away? But that no, that rejection was a redirection. It was the universe protecting him from a path that was not his. It was clearing the way for the roles that would define him, for the future that was meant for him. How many times has a no in your own life turned out to be a blessing in disguise? How many times has a closed door forced you to find a better, more beautiful window? Be grateful for the number. It is often the most profound form of divine guidance you will ever receive. This is the alchemy of gratitude. It takes the lead of your pain and transforms it into the gold of your wisdom. It doesn't erase the darkness, it finds the stars within it. And once you have cultivated this deep internal gratitude, you cannot help but let it overflow. It becomes a superpower that you radiate into the world. You start to understand the true ripple effect. You thank the barista for your coffee, but you do it with real eye contact, with a genuine smile. Your energy, your genuine appreciation lifts their spirit. They feel seen, they feel valued, and they carry that feeling to the next customer, who then carries it home to their family, who then puts it into a phone call with a friend who is struggling. Your one small, authentic act of gratitude can send out waves of positivity that travel further than you could ever know. You can be the start of a chain reaction of goodness in the world every single day. And this leads to something even bigger. Generational gratitude. You are not a self-made person. Nobody is. You are standing on the shoulders of giants. Your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, the ancestors whose names you may not even know, they faced hardships you cannot imagine. They made sacrifices you will never fully comprehend. They did it so that you could have the opportunities you have today. Denzel speaks with such reverence for his mother and father. His father, a minister who worked 2 or 3 jobs. His mother, a beauty parlor owner who filled him with faith and belief. His success is their success. His life is a testament to their sacrifice. Take a moment to feel that. To feel gratitude for the blood, sweat, and tears of those who came before you. It is a profoundly humbling and empowering experience. It connects you to your own history. It gives your life a sense of continuity, of meaning, of being part of a story that is much, much bigger than your own, and it instills in you a deep desire to be worthy of their sacrifice. to live a life that honors their legacy. And how do you do that? You become a grateful leader. Whether you are leading a company, a classroom, a community, or just your own family, you lead with gratitude. You create a culture where people feel safe, valued, and appreciated. You celebrate the wins, big and small. You acknowledge the effort, not just the result. You say thank you and you mean it. A leader who leads with gratitude creates an environment of loyalty and trust that is unbreakable. People will not just work for you, they will fight for you. They will give you their best because you have given them the gift of your appreciation. All of this is how you live a life of gratitude. It's not a checklist. It's a state of being. It's a conscious choice, moment by moment, to see the world through the lens of appreciation. It is to wake up every morning and before your feet hit the floor, to whisper, thank you. Thank you for this bed. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this day, a blank canvas upon which I can paint a masterpiece. It is to move through your day with a sense of wonder, to see the miracle in the mundane, to find the beauty in the broken. It is to end your day not by recounting your troubles, but by counting your blessings, no matter how small they may seem. This is your challenge, and it is my deepest, most sincere prayer for you that you will take this message not just as information, but as an invitation to a richer, deeper, more beautiful way of living, an invitation to step into the fullness of your own power, the quiet, gentle, unstoppable power of a grateful heart. I want you to make a promise to yourself, not to me, to you, that you will begin this journey today, that you will find a journal, that you will tell someone you appreciate them, that you will look in the mirror and say thank you to the person looking back, that you will face your challenges not with despair, but with a courageous and grateful heart. Let this be the moment your life changes. Let this be the day you stop waiting for happiness to find you and you start creating it. With every grateful thought, with every grateful word, with every grateful action. The power of daily gratitude is not a myth. It's not a platitude. It is a real, transformative force. It is the key to unlocking a life of happiness, resilience, and profound success. It is the secret that isn't a secret at all, available to every single one of us. It is the foundation upon which a truly meaningful life is built. It is the quiet, steady, unwavering source of strength that will carry you through any storm and lead you to shores you can barely even imagine. Let's end with the words of the man who inspired this conversation. Denzel Washington once said, "Don't just aspire to make a living, aspire to make a difference." And the first step, the most important step, the only step you need to take right now to begin making a difference in the world is to be grateful for the opportunity to do so. Be grateful for your life. Cherish it, honor it, and use it to make the world a better place.